All right, welcome back to the blockviz YouTube channel. So, PEPE is flying. Over the last few days, it has made 67% plus, so quite a move it is showing here. So, I thought maybe we take this opportunity to take a look at, okay, what if you had flipped your Bitcoin, for example, $10,000 of Bitcoin into PEPE during the tariff low in April. So when Donald Trump announced the tariffs basically against the whole world, how would you have fared? And we've seen here off the lows in April, PEPE quite a bit kind of exploded. And so you would have been in plus. So basically almost doubled or more than doubled to $24,000 from an initial position of 10,000. But yeah, then of course it kind of consolidated sideways. And then in October, I think everybody knows this major sell-off and lots of liquidations in October. October 9th, I think it was exactly here. It kind of rapidly fell down. And yeah, since then has been consolidating. And then this major move the last few days here that we've seen. 67% in just 3 days. And so we see it's almost back to where you would have been if you had just held Bitcoin. So that's how quickly fortunes can change with meme coins. Yes, Bitcoin is still ahead $200 or 2%, but then again with the 67% move, maybe still today, by the time you watch this, PEPE has already breached again the just holding the Bitcoin. So some may think, okay, that's interesting. Maybe meme coins are not that bad overall. However, then I would caution you to take a look at the PEPE performance for maybe longer than the tariff lows. It always depends on when you bought. But let's say you bought a year ago, or a little bit longer, I think it was exactly here, December 9th was the all-time high. Then you're still down 75%. So even though you have these major pumps, they yeah, might look good if you bought during the lows, but might not bring you back to where you actually started from. So let's take a look here at the market cap again, and you see it's still down 75% even with this little blip. So let's not just look at coin flipping, but let's also take a look at what if you had held the PEPE versus DCAing, so over time buying into it. And yeah, we just take a look at 1 year. So today, a year ago versus today. And you see here the blue line is the holding. So you would have kind of dropped after the inauguration. It went down, even though everybody thought, okay, Donald Trump as crypto president, it can only go up. But it unfortunately didn't. And yeah, so then you can see here that, yeah, it caught up. And then you were able to participate in this rebound rally basically of the after the tariff lows, and then they were almost the same by DCAing in. But then because you had kind of these low prices to accumulate, the DCAing of course took away the spotlight from the holding the position, and you were able to then outperform and were already above just holding it, and now you're almost back to where you started. So even though you DCA'd in at low prices, you're still down. You're still down $1,300, almost $1,400. But it's just 14% versus if you had just held it, you're down 67%. So it really makes a major difference how many PEPE you acquire, or it's just applicable to any coin, but in this case it's PEPE, versus just holding it, right? So especially with this high beta meme coins, it's important to not take the lows and go all the way down, but really to try to sell, and yeah, don't take the loss all the way down, because after a 75% down, you need 400% to just get back up to even, right? So it's a long way up. So let's see how this meme coin pump we are seeing right now will play out, if it's just a fluke and we're back to the bear market soon, or if this is really a turnaround in sentiment and we are overall going back up.